Can you really buy a house with no down payment? Yes, you can, if you meet the qualifications of the two loans that are offering that. No money down doesn't mean you should not put a deposit down with your offer, because home sellers really would like to see that you are committed to their home, and you're going to look like a less strong buyer if you're in a competitive situation with other buyers who are putting down a significant amount of money. So in that aspect, it could hurt you. But let me go over the two different loans. Your two options for zero down would be a VA loan, which means you'd have to be a veteran or have had some service at some point in order to qualify for that loan, or what's called a USDA loan. Still have to have money for several other things, like you have to have a cash reserve of several months' mortgage payments in the bank tucked away in case of an emergency. The banks require that. You're also going to need money for moving expenses, home inspection, home appraisals. So you still need to have money. But the nice thing is, if you do a no money down, you can use the money you were going to use as your down payment to cover some of these other expenses. The great thing about a VA loan is there's no down payment, and you don't need to pay PMI, private mortgage insurance, which can be a costly add-on to people's mortgage who has below 20% to put down, which most conventional and FHA loans do require. The VA loan does have a funding fee. It's a one-time fee you pay at closing, and it's based on a percentage of the loan amount that you're applying for. In addition to making sure that you have some form of veteran status to get the VA loan, you also have to buy a property that meets the requirements of a bank. All the mechanical systems in a house need to be operating properly. The roof has to be in good condition and not near the end of the life with no leaks. The heating system has to be functional. The electrical system has to be safe. All of these requirements end up falling on the seller. And sometimes sellers who are aware of the requirements of a VA loan can kind of be afraid to accept an offer with a VA loan for that reason, because that means they have to do the work, and that means the expense falls on them. The other loan that requires zero down payment is USDA, and that loan is often considered only for farms, but that's not true. It's really just rural areas. Like in Massachusetts, you couldn't go to Boston or Worcester and use an USDA loan, but you could go in some of the suburbs. Check with your lender to find out what towns would qualify for a USDA loan if that is something you're interested in. USDA loan is considered an assistance program for low to medium income applicants. Your income has to be 115% below the median average for that particular county. So those are going to require some numbers. You may have to check with the lender to see if you even meet those requirements. The home you're buying has to be your primary residence, and your credit score has the ability to be 620 or above. These are both great loans for home buyers who are in a tough financial position, but they really want to purchase a home. However, the banks will encourage you to get these loans, and I encourage them as well, as long as you understand their limitations. When we were in that crazy market where there were multiple offers, it was very difficult to get a VA or USDA loan offer accepted, because home sellers understand the requirements of the home and don't always want to comply with those requirements because it requires work. So that's one of the cons of both of the loans. You should at least put down a deposit initially to hold the house until you get to closing. And then at closing, they can refund your money, or you can use it towards your closing costs or something else. I'm not a lender. I don't know all of the programs available. Some other banks may have zero down payment programs. I would highly encourage you to check all the local lenders, every available avenue, and weigh the pros and cons of each loan and see what works best for you. If you want to understand your financial picture, reach out to me. For someone in Massachusetts, I would love to help you out. Please connect with me on social. I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and have a great day.